Hi, this is Niki Black. I'm here in Chicago at ABA TECHSHOW 2017. This is Carolyn Elefant. She's my good friend and co-author. She co-authored Social Media for Lawyers with me. She also writes the awesome book Solo by Choice, which is a how-to guide for solo attorneys, and she's a blogger at MyShingle. Welcome.
Thank you.
So I have two questions for you, Carolyn. The first question I have for you is, we know that lawyers have this continuing duty to maintain technology competence. So I think at this point, 27 states have adopted that sort of continuing duty. Do you have any advice for lawyers who now have this obligation but aren't sure how to go about it?
Yeah, I have a couple of suggestions. So first of all, there's sort of the obvious option, which is to go to CLEs or different sponsored webinars on using technology. The way that I like to learn about it, though, is like really hands-on. If you can kind of, figure out something that you want to do better, whether it's case management or producing a brief or document automation, and just take a day or a half morning, like on the weekend, and just kind of spend some time playing around with it and incorporating it immediately. I find that that's the best way to, not just think about it, but to actually get it into action.
Okay, and then for lawyers that are planning to incorporate new technology and tools into their practices, especially solo and small firms, do you have any advice to them, both in terms of how to go about choosing the right products and also then how to start using these tools in their practice so that they can become more productive?
So I know it can be overwhelming. There are so many choices, and I think that at some time, there's a lot of different websites where you can read about evaluations. I know that the ABA has some kind of a chart that discusses all the practice management tools. There's a lot of just technology sites for freelancers that talk about different options that, non-lawyers can use. So I think it's just a matter of reading up on them and just, you almost have to randomly pick something and just see if it works for you. And then in terms of incorporating it into your practice, if you work with other lawyers, make sure that there's buy-in from them. So if you have a practice management system and an associate and an assistant, get them into the system because it forces all of you to use it together. And I guess also just be patient with yourself. Technology is easy to use, but it isn't necessarily like a 5-second solution. So don't necessarily, adopt a new technology the day before the brief is due or, when you have to get something important out to a client. And then also, if you can also, are using technologies that are useful to clients, come up with a way to get them familiarized with it. Maybe put a tip sheet together for them or have onboarding for them into your portal. And so once you can get your clients to adopt it again, it forces you to stick with it.
That's some great advice and some really good tips. I appreciate your time. This is Niki Black at ABA TECHSHOW. Thank you for watching.